let's move on to episode 5 and 6 of House of Cards. Here we go. Hang on tight. So, when they first pick up in episode 5,
yes,
the president is
so we start with a flashback to Claire in a play. I believe it's high school.
Yeah, it looks like it. She looks like that.
She's going to be, it's before the performance of Lysistrata. She's like smoking a joint, I think. Yeah.
She's so cool.
She's big on the reefer. She is. Because we saw her smoking reefer earlier with her friend.
Oh,
Annette.
that's right.
Remember when they're doing that whole like southern
whatever that
ballet thing? I don't know what they're doing.
They look kind of cool.
But so she's like chatting with the understudy, I think, about Lysistrata. You know about Lysistrata?
I do not know at all.
So it's a play by Aristophanes from the 411 BC.
So fancy.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
tell me more.
So the story is, she's trying, the star, Lysistrata, is trying to come up with a plan to stop the Peloponnesian War. And her plan is to withhold sex from all men because that's all that they really want. Right?
Duh.
So Claire is the star of this role, or the star, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, screw that. I'm walking away. Yeah, she's like, you do it. Because you know what? That's exactly what she's about to do as a president. I'm not going to stop the war. I'm going to make this war happen.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't
so
even
I
know
was
that.
like, I see what's happening
I
here.
see what you're doing there.
Yeah. Nope, not going to stop
Claire.
the war.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I'm glad you kind of further explained that because I didn't put that together.
She was like, no.
Oh,
cool. That's
so neat.
Yeah.
Well, we see in this episode that apparently she's like being a little bit of a recluse and she's like a hermit and she's been 23 days in the White House, not leaving. And she's putting on an act, which obviously she can act.
Because she's a very good actress.
Based on that play. Yeah, so she does this really cool thing where she's like, this is how I do it. She puts like eye drops in her eyes and then she pulls
like
her
rubs
mascara.
the mascara.
That was so cool.
When she stares at the camera, she's like...
She's trying to make them think that she's incompetent to be president. And why?
So they will invoke the 25th Amendment.
Yep, to unseat her because she's not fit to be president anymore.
She is a wreck, people.
Which is really interesting.
She's
I learned a lot
wreck.
about that. Oh, she's a mess.
She's such a mess.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, exactly. So, but of course she looks at the camera and she's like, it's okay. I got a plan. And of course, I never doubted her for a second.
She's like, I got this.
She's doing it
we
for a
knew.
reason.
Of course we knew.
Yeah.
But we still are like, whoa.
Well, I was just like, wait, what you doing there?
Yeah.
You know, let me in on this. And of course she did. So we also find out in this episode that Jane, sweet Jane, she actually crossed Claire by helping Kathy escape. Because remember, Kathy's alive.
You guys just have to know that you do not cross Claire Underwood.
Well, she's now Claire Hale.
Claire Hale.
She went back to her maiden name. Yeah, nope. Shame on
that.
you. Yeah, and then what is really cool in a nice little turn of events is that she ends up firing everybody in her cabinet.
Right before they're about to invoke the 25th Amendment. She walks in all like power suit.
I'm good.
Hey, guess what, people? I'm actually fine.
Oh my god,
and you're all fired.
So cool.
And check out my...
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That was amazing.
So before that, though, just wait, because it gets better.
I'm so excited.
No, really, though. So she goes to the Vice President, Mark, and she gives him the option to resign because there's this whole scandal with him linked to Russia and talking to Russia. Russian collusion, maybe. So she does that, and then Annette, such a... yeah. Any bad word you can think of, that's what she is. So Annette tries to come in there and be like, I got something on you with all those like abortions that Claire had in the past. And she's like, I just wanted to see the look on your face when, that gets out. So Claire's like, hey, come with me, Annette. She goes over to a door, opens the door. All these women stand up. It's her new cabinet. All women. And she says to Annette in her face, she's like, I just wanted to see the look on your face. Take that, Annette.
Yeah.
Shepherd.
Boom.
Best line ever. I actually
was amazing.
Stood up from my couch and clapped.
Yeah.
At the end of episode 5.
That was awesome.
It was so good.
That was like one of my favorite moments in TV history.
In TV history, in House of Cards history. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Even more so.
Exactly. Yeah. Because we're talking about House of Cards. Thought it'd be appropriate. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of episode 5 and 6.
Yes. Whoa, wait a minute.
No, it doesn't. I lied.
Also,
like Claire Underwood.
Also, because that was just such a great moment. But don't forget, in episode 6, we also see all those people die. at the hand.
Oh my gosh, how could I forget?
So as much as we're like super happy that our president, Claire Underwood, has like the first female cabinet and she's like all about the woman, she also like speeds the death of these 3 people who are like her loose ends.
Pivotal people.
So Tom,
the Herald, the Washington Herald writer, he meets his... That was really sad.
With the dog?
He's... Okay.
Back it up.
Yeah.
Back it up.
No, you're right.
Tell the story.
So he's like just getting food with this cute little dog, and he like sees somebody from across the way, locks eyes with this guy, and this guy puts his little ski mask on, and he's like, this is my end. This is the end of me. So he goes and he kneels down to his dog, and he's like, all right, you're just going to do exactly what I told you. He clips like a little like USB looking thing to his collar, and he's like, just do what I told you.
Do what I told you.
Yeah,
he
to
knew
the
this
dog.
moment was happening.
I know. And then he just accepts his fate, and he gets shot.
In the back of the head.
That was really sad. I really liked him.
He was a good guy.
He really was. He was just trying to do good by all those people that had passed away wrongfully.
He was just trying to reveal the truth.
I know, and why can you fault him for that? But again, he's against Claire, so Claire's got to take him out. And then who else died?
Kathy. For real.
Kathy Durant actually died
this
time.
time.
She's like in the French Alps, maybe?
But her husband like is right there and sees her.
Sniper takes her out.
I was really happy when we saw that she was alive. I was like, yes.
I know, I kind of felt good about it because I always liked her.
Yeah.
She was the Secretary of State for Francis Underwood, if you recall.
Yes.
Yeah, so
then,
she's out. Yeah. And then Jane. Now, we actually don't know how this happened, but all of a sudden she's talking to Mark, the vice president, and she's like, I just have like the worst migraine of my life. And then like the next thing you know, she's dead.
What is that weird bed she's in though?
I was like, are you in another country?
I was like, is this like Space Odyssey 2000?
Did they beam you up?
I don't know. She was like in this.
Were you in the mothership?
I know.
It was kind of kooky.
I was like, where is she?
Is that where you live?
She was such a strange character.
She was.
Like, I don't understand what she was or what, like who. Yeah.
What position did she have?
But and then and her and Petrov, like, what was that all about? Some sexual
She was really mad at him.
Yeah.
He wronged her in some way.
I know. Obviously. I feel like I need to go watch the whole thing again to like understand the relationship between these people.
Exactly. Because you might have missed something, but yeah.
And then, of course, the end of season 6.
Episode 6.
Sorry, yes, episode 6.
Yes.
Doug and Claire have a little discussion at her house.
Oh, yes.
So she reveals to him that she is blessed. She and Francis are blessed. She's pregnant. So we had previously learned that Francis had left everything to Doug. But what we also learned as a contingency of that is that should he not have an heir, Doug would get everything. But if he does have an heir, of course the heir would get everything. Well, guess what?
And surprise, there's an heir.
But can I just tell you what I did not understand? Why is Claire like puking on the floor, like standing up in the door? She's just like, excuse me, I'm gonna go throw up. Like,
it's because she has people to clean up for her.
I don't know. To the toilet though, like
she didn't even try.
She just was like,
have some decency.
Like what?
She's like 1 second. Yeah. What was that about?
It seemed like lazy filmmaking to me.
Yeah,
I was like, can you have just restaged them by the toilet?
Yes,
like
you're right.
Like her carpet's probably nice.
I wouldn't have expected that from her.
Yeah, like, and then she did it like 2 or 3 times.
You know, you're right though.
It took me out of the moment a little bit because I don't believe Claire would
actually. What are you doing?
She would just like let me pop my head in the door.
No, you're right though.
Even drunk people make it to the toilet.
Claire.
Yes. So then that does conclude episode 6.
Because that is the biggest cliffhanger of them all.
That's the true cliffhanger.
Yeah. Absolutely.